Back in November, we went out for a little day trip out to the mountains. We were mostly looking for some snow and some mud.
Copy. Back up holes in the bottom.
If you head on over to the Avants podcast, you can hear our friends talking about what is hydrolocking. But this is what happened to us. We got a lot of water in the intake. Here we're just trying to dry it all out. Our air filter was absolutely soaked, and we just wanted to get home. We nearly made it home, and suddenly we threw a rod, and these are the holes. But thankfully, we have a neighbor who has a tow truck, and he was able to rescue us and get us home that night. But the fate of the Rover at this point was undecided. We weren't sure where to go from here. We had been thinking about doing an LS swap or possibly just buying a new to us Land Rover. So it's Saturday, November 20th, 2021. It's also my birthday, so that's why I was struggling with the year. We're just sitting here waiting for our new to us Suburban to show up. I'm just constantly looking out the window here, trying to get a good shot of it arriving. So yeah, happy birthday to me. I'm getting a new to me engine. I have a 2001 Suburban. We've ordered the bracket kit from a company called Alternative Conversions. Is that the name? You had to email them to place the order, and we found out that they're in the middle of making a batch. So we are in line for the next batch to come out, but it's still going to be about 6 weeks, which is probably good. It gives us time to do a lot of what we need to do here first. So yeah, oh, there's just someone just rolling on the tractor trailer. This whole thing is really serendipitous. We are buying the engine from a guy named Patrick. He lives just down the road from us. Turns out he has been doing engine conversions professionally since the early 2000s, and he has all the software stuff we need to make the car computers talk to each other the way we need them to, and he'll do it for us. He also has a flatbed trailer, so he's going to bring over the Suburban. We're going to pull the engine, and when we're done with it, we just call him up and he takes it away. He'll scrap it, and whatever money he gets from the scrap yard he'll keep for the service. But yeah, it's all very simple for us on our end, besides the fact of actually doing the engine swap. The logistics of it are really lining up well. So let's see what we get ourselves into. There it is. So the story of this car is that it was in an accident. Someone was driving, texting on their phone. They hit a telephone pole on the passenger side, realized what was happening, overcorrected, and hit another telephone pole on the other side of the road in front of the bumper. So here's the bumper damage, and then the side swiping happening here. So this all got smushed in. But if you look here, the shroud is just barely touching the belt pulley, which goes into the engine. So the engine is actually fine. And so what Patrick recommended is we just take a Sawzall, chop, lift everything out, and then we'll just have easy access to the engine here. These dollies you can get at Harbor Freight. We got these so we could move the Suburban around the garage easily. So we were pushing the truck over this way, but one of the dollies lost some of its wheel bearings and it slid out. So we gotta go to Harbor Freight and get more. No big deal. Just the first thing we've broken so far. So here we are, the two of us, spending some time contemplating. Eventually we start just doing it. We realize you have to push and pull. Also use your steering wheel to make sure the wheels line up on the dolly so they don't slide off. But once we got the rhythm, it wasn't too bad. Once all turned around, we tucked it up into the corner on the side of the garage so we could have the most space possible. Next up is getting this engine out and getting it in the Rover. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.